Hello everyone, and it is Fish Easy on a very special Saturday night. Thank you all you members for your support. We're looking at my community tank that is completely chock full of schooling fish. Everybody is kind of hungry tonight, so they're up at the glass. It is amazing to see how these fish interact, especially when they think they're going to get fed. But I'm just walking by. I wanted to point out tonight something special, a brand new first for the fish room. We're looking in this tank and we're seeing, okay, I do have some extra male. These are Apistogramma Pandurinis. I haven't got them yet with a female. What I'm doing is I'm actually putting each one of these males with a female, group of females, and letting them pick the one that they want. So let me show you up at the top level here exactly what that looks like. Here's a tank that I have two females and a male, and it looks like this male has accepted this female in the front. Now I'm going to remove the female in the back because she's just going to get completely jostled around. So I'm going to accept this as a pair, and I'm going to move the female over with the other females. Here are the spare females, and then we'll add one more male, and then we'll let him pick. So let's take a look at the first pair that I got out of these group of Pandurinis. And they are right over here in a very low pH. And voila! Surprise, surprise everyone. If you look closely, you'll see mom and dad are sporting new kids. It looks like a nice clutch of Apistogramma Pandurinis. Female is yellow. She's got a blotch on her side. It also some black in the ventral fins. The male does not have any black in the ventral fins. And as you can see, they have not been eating yet. They just came out of their cave and they are free swimming. So we're excited about this. I'm going to go put in some baby brine shrimp. Let's add some baby brine shrimp, and what I'm going to do is actually use the San Francisco small baby brine shrimp that have just hatched. I'm going to pause the camera so I can put them in, and then we'll take a look. So I wanted to just mention that I guess I could show you what the San Francisco brine shrimp looks like. This is a batch that I put together 24 hours ago, and they hatch very quickly. They also last a little longer, it seems like, than the other ones, but they're very small. And that's the key for when we're doing some very small feedings for some fish. Over here is the regular baby brine shrimp. These shrimp are actually the kind you get. They are normally the kind you would hatch, but they're a little larger. Now what I have found is that I can use this for most feedings, especially fry that are a little larger. You see some angels over here. These are going to gobble up the big ones. There's no need to use the more expensive, hard to find San Francisco brand. They are a little more expensive, harder to find here in Canada because I don't know where you can get them in Canada. But if you're in the United States, you can get them from any of the supply houses that feature San Francisco brand. San Francisco brine shrimp. Now, what we're doing here is I'm settling the bottle. Now I'm going to just pull out a bunch for feeding our small babies. And the requirements are the same. I do the same 2-liter bottle with 2 tablespoons per liter of salt. And then bubbled it, or shall we say aerate it for some time. Now, for example, I just finished putting in some of the San Francisco baby brine shrimp into this bottle. This is a brand new clutch of angels that last night were not even free swimming yet, but today they are free swimming. So that's really great. It's going to be a very large clutch. I will feed them only 3 times in this bottle, and they will all get their meal going. And after a couple feedings, after 1 day or so, I'm going to be moving this to a breeder box. Hang on the side. These two also, it's a smaller clutch, but again, I put in for the first time the baby brine San Francisco, and within minutes all their bellies are full and yellow. So that was very easy to do, and they don't have any problem eating that. So let's go ahead and harvest some of these right out of here and feed them to our Apistos family. Okay, I just now strained some of the actual brine shrimp into this brine shrimp strainer, and you can see them in there, and they're moving around quite oh yeah, there's, you can see in the glimmer or the shine is moving. You can really see how many there are. So I just quickly siphoned out just a few basterfuls of what I need, and we're going to go ahead and pop that into the tank and see what happens, especially since the babies seem to be right up here near the front. I'm going to go ahead and put the shrimp in. Mom and Dad know what shrimp are. They eat it all the time. I've also fed these fish with, now when I do that, the fry tend to disappear. They know how to hide, but you'll notice that right now, give them a second, they're going to start coming out. There's the fry. You should be able to gobble up these little guys. They're definitely big enough. I have put leaf litter, and I'm not sure which cave they actually spawned in, but it seemed like they were in the back one there that is made of ceramic. She was going back and forth between this coconut shell and the ceramic, and here they are near the coconut shell. I don't know exactly why or where they were when they emerged. Maybe they were in the coconut shell. I kind of doubt it because she was spending the last couple of days most of her time in the ceramic one. So Mom and Dad are now eating away. I hope to see that the bellies on these small fry are going to start turning pink. Let's see if we can detect anything. Do you see any eating? It would be their first meal of baby brine shrimp, since they just came out today. What a nice precious spawn for the first one, and hopefully we'll get another one from another pair going very soon, and a third and a fourth. And I believe we have actually 5 males and 5 females. So the male doesn't, sometimes the male will have a dark spot on its side. It looks more, it's a different kind of black mark. You may have noticed that in the males that we had over here in this tank, there was a few extra males, and they do have black spots. This one, for example, it's kind of faded now. There's 3 right there. It looks like it has a black mark in the middle. It kind of looks like a band, but you can see it's quite different from the female, which is like a black blotch that starts at the belly underside and goes up. And these are just, here's one that's got more of a black mark. Let's take a look at this one. Right there, it seems to be only on his left side. Right there is a black mark on the male. You also notice that the black mark in the tail, well, the black blotch at the caudal peduncle is actually, it kind of bleeds into the tail, and so that's where, like this one, you can really see it. See how they bleed into the tail? Oh, black goes all the way in. So here's another good example of the black mark. Looks like an eye. So the males do get that, but the male that we were breeding from, it looks like his is faded, and so you can see his black mark is kind of gone. So fish do change their color, and in fact when I had all the females and I put the male in, it's interesting that the male, well, the females, there were 2 that were kind of white, not yellow, and 2 that were yellow, so I actually removed the 2 white ones because they obviously were not ready for breeding, and so I could remove them completely. So there you go. This is the great news, a first timer, a first for Apistogrammas here in Fish Easy's nursery, my 100 square foot fish room. It's got, I don't know, a good, approximately 50 tanks. We have this good news tonight. I wanted to share it with everybody, and I hope you enjoyed this. We'll watch the progress as time goes on, and we will fix on that. So thank you very much, and we'll keep you updated. So for now, keep it real.